Ever wonder how realtors figure out how much your home's worth? There's three main ways, and if you don't try all three, you might be leaving money on the table. Stay tuned to learn more. What is up, everyone? It's Brian with eXp Realty here, bringing you the top 3 ways you should be figuring out your home value. Now, there's a lot more than 3 ways, especially if your home is a teardown, vacant land, super luxury, but these are the top 3 that I think really help people in our market that are normal home sellers. So the first way that people are going to value your home is going to be based on the comps, and these are going to be usually retail buyers or regular home buyers that are looking for a place to live. So the way they do this is they look at the neighbor's home. If the neighbor's home is the same as yours, it's worth about the same amount. Now, no two homes are exactly the same. Some homes will be slightly bigger. Some homes will be beat up more and need more love. So there's going to be slight adjustments based on the differences between the neighbors. But that's going to be the most popular way by far for figuring out your home value. The second group of buyers are what we call long-term investors. Long-term investors don't really care as much about what the neighbors sold for. They do a little bit if they want to resell it one day, but they care more about what we call the cap rate. The cap rate is the income that the property is going to make divided by how much they have to spend for the home. So if they can rent the home out for a lot of money, they might be willing to spend more than a regular residential buyer would because it's a good investment. The next way we can value your home is based on short-term rentals. Think Airbnb. Now, we're still going to use cap rate for this, kind of like we did for long-term rentals, but the cap rate's going to be really different because we're going to be looking at nightly rates that are significantly higher than what a long-term rental would go for. We're looking at vacancies, which again, you don't have as much in long-term rentals, and there's a lot more labor involved, the management fees, the cleaning, all that kind of stuff. So just because something doesn't necessarily rent for a good amount of money in the long-term rental doesn't mean that it's not highly profitable in a short-term rental, and it's definitely worth checking out. So why is this a big deal? Well, I come across deals all the time where a home is valued improperly because they're using just comps and not looking at all the different ways that the home can be sold. I have a client right now that just bought a home in Bakersfield that they essentially got it 50% off because the person that was selling it valued it based on the comps, based on the neighbors. But when my client purchased it, it had a mother-in-law suite in the back, and he turned it into a rental. Had they marketed it as a rental property, they could have sold it for about double based on the cap rate. So it's really important that you know all the different values of your home. And if you're curious what your home might rent for or Airbnb for, I've got a tool down below. It's called HomeBot, and it will let you know an estimate of what you could get for all the different values of your home. And if you want a more detailed value of your home, you know what to do. Call Castro, and I'll talk to you next time.